what a great effort. I mean, we told everyone who would listen, this is not a 1-9 conference team in Sam Houston. They certainly didn't play like it here today, and it took a big performance from Caden Matheny to get out of here with a win today. How pleased were you with his performance and your entire team?
Yeah, I'll speak to the latter after. I want to congratulate the effort that Sam Houston plays with. Like it's really hard when you see yourself in the standings where they see themselves, and they don't take a possession off. If you did your homework on them, if you scouted them, their possessions, I'd say under 15 possessions away from being 7-4 or 8-3. They've got a really good team, and I said this on Thursday night, Nick. Like, if you want to see some really good college basketball, man, come to the arena, because this is the best it's ever been in terms of Liberty playing in a conference with this much competition. Like, I'm really impressed. Chris does a terrific job, terrific person. They play the right way and represent their university really well. We were a little off, and they had a lot to do with it. Talon Peter, who has come in and given us life, when he got his third in the first half and then picked up his fourth, kind of shortened our bench a little bit. Xander, who we're used to making all those threes, he didn't connect on any, and Gabriel came in and gave us some good minutes off the bench. But those starters had to log a long time. So for Caden to do what he did, 26 points is what we'll all look at and circle. But he was terrific defensively as well. And this one's one of those that, look, you're not going to play at your peak the whole year. And like, they have a good team, right? They're really well coached. So to get out here with a win, I'd also like to credit our crowd. I think they were worth 5 to 7 points. So obviously they get an assist. Make sure you put that in the stat sheet.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And they were really into those last few possessions there. And your team on the free throw line today, 13 of 16. Talon Peter with some big shots there down the stretch on the line as well, despite not playing a whole lot today.
Yeah, he knocked down a few big ones. And they're a terrific free throw shooting team, too. I thought we put them on the line a little too much. But, again, pleased with our effort and obviously the outcome.
Got some questions now from the room.
Coach, a week ago tonight we talked about McKay. He had a rough night down in Jacksonville, but tonight had a season high in points. How much does it speak to him just being able to flush out what's happened previously and just focus tonight?
Yeah, that's Caden Matheny. Like, he's got a maturity about him that I think is admirable, and he's got a confidence level too. If your greatest strength is sometimes your greatest weakness if misappropriated, Caden's greatest strength is how hard and competitive he is on every possession. So when you empty your tank like that, man, some nights you're not going to have it. And an off night for Caden is 30%. So we were such an aberration for what he did in Jacksonville, and again, they did a good job. So I don't want to take anything away from them, but we got a lot of trust and faith in Caden Matheny.
You've won in a number of ways this year. Obviously, Taylor going out playing like 13, 14-ish minutes. You have a lot of faith in Colin and Caden in the backcourt. Is it nice to see those five get leaned on for 30 plus minutes apiece almost, and kind of make those five have to win the game here down the stretch?
Yeah, we have a day off coming up tomorrow, and I felt like we gave them some decent rest on Thursday. So I think both of them said they were good to go, and I asked them constantly tonight if they needed a sub, and they said no, but that's what they always said. But yeah, obviously we have a good team, and those two are really special players. But Zach and Owen did a great job too, and Javon, again, offensively, probably not his best night, but he was terrific defensively.
You mentioned the effort with which Sam Houston plays. Could you sense the game getting more intense and physical down the stretch as they knew they were in a dogfight?
Eddie, that's every game in this league. I think, John, you've seen most of them, if not all. Well, maybe not Florida International, our first two road games, but I'm just telling you, that's this league. It's physical. There's good players, but guys, if you look around the country, you see teams and conferences with a ton of losses. College basketball is older, kids stay longer, they're more experienced, and I just think it's our lot until some of these older players have to exhaust their eligibility. When they don't have any more, you might you might see it a little differently.
You talked early in the week about how important it is to protect home court.
Yeah.
You're able to do that this week. How important was that?
Yeah, John, it's a relief. Simply because if you drop one at home, you got to go get another one on the road, and sweeping on the road is incredibly difficult in Conference USA. So I knew it was going to be a battle. I thought our guys showed again a sense of finishing and perseverance that we really needed tonight.
We asked you about free throw shooting when it is good, so we can ask you when it is good. That was the difference tonight, I'm sure, right? Down the stretch.
Yeah, Bryson, we brought John Manson in, and he was working with our guys, and we obviously shot a little bit better. Now, I see him shoot in practice, so I see him go in more than everyone else does, but we got to keep getting better there.
You had 7 blocks tonight. A couple real critical there being Owen and Zach, late possessions. Might have been something maybe this team wasn't known for last season. How critical is it to have guys that are rim protectors at times?
Yeah, I mean, it helps Caden and Colin a ton when you have. Well, remember, when we had Owen and Isaiah, Zach wasn't the only one that could block a shot down there. So when we had the 3 of them, it was our defensive scheme was really healthy, and it's still good now. But Owen's he's just one of those dudes. Like he wants to win the game, so he'll do whatever it takes.
Because you won, we get to ask you about what that pregame ceremony meant for you.
You wouldn't have asked it if.
Well, we would have, but I figure it's a little easier to relish it.
Yeah, no, it's an honor to be here. I've said this over and over again. There are a lot of people that have gone through these doors that have contributed to that accomplishment, including but not limited to our players, staff, support staff, managers. I'll even go as far as Flames Nation and a couple of media members.